Jed Carl is a Gold Coast local with a big heart. For the past 20 years, he's been educating and inspiring students to follow their passion for film, heading up Currumbin's In the Bin Short Film Festival and Regional Queensland's Touring Festival.
I started in the bin because I was making my own short films when I was like 18 at the time, and I just wanted to show them. And I wanted to prove people that short films were fun and interesting. And so I started a film festival to try and show people that. So it started off in Currumbin, and a couple of years later, Laurie Lawrence was doing Kids Alive around Australia. And he said to me, why don't you travel in the bin around Australia? And so I started doing it. And at one point, before I had kids, I was going to 60 places around Australia a year, and in each place doing 3-day filmmaking workshops where we would create, shoot and edit the short films in 3 days with kids that had never picked up a camera before. Like, a really good experience. But then we had Ruby, and I was stuck in Western Australia when Ruby was born, and I just went, no, I can't tour anymore. So I just made it the Queensland Touring Film Festival. Just stayed in Queensland and just, you know, I just, instead of 60 places, 10 places.
Recently, Jed turned his attention to a teaching role at TAFE, guiding the next generation of filmmakers here on the Gold Coast.
I'd love to make my own films, but I don't care. I get to teach kids at TAFE how to make films. It's like the best job in the world. Like, you know, and you see them grow, and, you know, you see what they make, and it's just creative all the time. The whole world, like, I love it. I just love it. Love storytelling, and, you know, it's really cool.
But Jed's greatest personal achievement by far is his family. Husband to Jacinta and proud dad of Ruby, Max and Willow, making his recent brain cancer diagnosis at just 42 even more devastating.
When I found out about the tumour, it all happened really fast. So I was really lucky to get things happening so fast, so I couldn't stress or dwell about it as much. I was terrified. Like, there were moments where the bed was vibrating with shakes that I've never experienced before, and it was uncontrollable, but it was only short moments. Unfortunately, when they opened up my head and took the tumour out, it was the GBM grade 4, which is not, it's not a good prognosis in Australia.
For Jed, now it's a race against time. But there is hope. A cutting-edge 6-month treatment known as immunotherapy, available only in Germany. Immunotherapy
Fuse them with a thing called dendritic cells, which is designed to get rid of cancerous cells in a sort of like immune therapy way. So where chemo struggles to get to the brain, blood can get to the brain very easily.
Jacinta and kids will be there every step of the way.
You know, my wife is always there for me, and she's been amazing, and I need someone there. And then my kids, I just, you know, I'd be devastated if I was over there and anything bad happened and I wasn't with my kids. We try and avoid them knowing too much because I don't want them, you know, dad's sick, you know. But I think they're noticing that I'm more present as a father, you know. My son's talking to me about girls that he likes at school. That's awesome. I've never had that before. And Ruby was learning how to cook with me the other day, which she'd never asked me to teach her anything. So it's a gift that I've been given to see what my family's worth.
Now, remarkably, Jed's sudden health plot twist hasn't taken the spark out of this big-hearted human who continues to help mentor and smooth the way for those walking his path.
And now the clinic that I go to, they've allowed me to film there, and I'm going to put a YouTube video up because they were like, it'd be so great for our patients to know before they go.
Thankfully, the generosity of Jed's family, friends and the wider film community are supporting his journey.
It's horrible. Like, it's horrible what's happening, but it's a gift that's been given to me. I'm looking forward to driving to work, and I'm looking forward to teaching at TAFE, like, because it's just the best job in the world. You know, I'm looking forward to just life, like taking my kids, taking my son to AFL for footy, you know, taking Ruby to netball for her netball and just living a life instead of being stuck in waiting for someone to come and drive me somewhere and having appointment after appointment after appointment. I'm just looking forward to getting back to my life of lifestyle. I'm so lucky.